Imagine packing on 50 pounds of muscle, dropping your body fat to single digits, and doing it all while maintaining the speed, agility, and finesse of a guard. That's exactly what Giannis Antetokounmpo did. Through a revolutionary approach to strength training and nutrition, Giannis didn't just get bigger, he got better. His physical transformation unlocked new dimensions to his game and made him an unstoppable force on both ends of the court. This is the story of how Giannis built the ultimate basketball body and changed the game forever. Giannis grew up in the Sapolia neighborhood of Athens. Life was a constant struggle for the Antetokounmpo family. Giannis's parents, as illegal immigrants, couldn't easily find work. To help put food on the table, a young Giannis and his older brother Thanasis would hit the streets hawking various items to tourists. It was on those very streets where Giannis first discovered basketball at age 7. He was instantly hooked. Along with his brothers, Giannis would spend countless hours honing his skills on the local outdoor courts. Little did he know that his newfound passion would change his life forever. Despite the hardships, there was immense love and support within the family. Giannis's parents instilled a strong work ethic in their children. They emphasized the importance of seizing every opportunity, and for young Giannis, basketball represented that opportunity. It became his driving force. At 18 years old, after a stint playing in Greece's semi-pro third division for Philathletikos, Giannis caught the attention of scouts with his rare combination of size, athleticism, and ball handling ability. But he was by no means a surefire NBA prospect. Many European clubs passed him over. Then, in a decision that would alter the course of NBA history, the Milwaukee Bucks rolled the dice, selecting Giannis with the 15th pick in the 2013 NBA Draft. NBA execs and even casual fans were left scratching their heads. Giannis who? They would find out soon enough. It's worth noting that the tremendous faith the Milwaukee Bucks organization placed in Giannis from the very beginning, they recognized his immense potential and took a chance on a relatively unknown kid from Greece. That faith would be richly rewarded in the years to come. When Giannis made his NBA debut on October 13, 2013 at the tender age of 18 years and 311 days, he was one of the youngest players in the league. Standing at 6 foot 9 inches tall and weighing just 190 pounds, he had the height of a forward but the slender frame of a guard. No one expected the impact he would have right out of the gate. Giannis immediately showcased his athleticism and potential, dazzling fans with his ability to run the floor and finish strong at the rim. He averaged a respectable 6.8 points per game with 4.4 rebounds per game, 1.9 assists, and nearly a block per game his rookie year. A star wasn't born overnight, but the seeds were planted. As is the case with most rookies, there were growing pains. Giannis needed to adjust to the speed and physicality of the NBA game. He also had to adapt to a life in a new country. But through it all, his work ethic never wavered. He constantly sought ways to improve, both on and off the court. His sophomore season saw a jump in production to 12.7 points and 6.7 rebounds per game. By his third year, Giannis was a full-fledged star, averaging 16.9 points, 7.7 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 1.4 blocks, and 1.2 steals per game. He made his first All-Star appearance and was named the NBA's most improved player. The best was yet to come for the young phenom from Greece, but first he needed to transform his body to withstand the rigors of the modern NBA game. Through an intense strength and conditioning program, Giannis packed on nearly 50 pounds of pure muscle. He went from a skinny 190 pounds as a rookie to a chiseled 240 pounds with only 6% body fat. This transformation was the result of countless hours in the weight room, pushing his body to the limit. But Giannis's physical development wasn't just about adding bulk. He focused on building functional strength, the kind of strength that would directly translate to his performance on the court. He worked on exercises that would improve his balance, stability, and explosiveness. This included plyometrics, yoga, and resistance band training. The goal was to develop the ability to control and utilize his newfound muscle and basketball-specific movements. As Giannis's body transformed, so did his game. The added strength made him an unstoppable force when attacking the basket. He could now absorb contact from defenders and finish through them with power. His signature move, the Euro step, became nearly unguardable thanks to his unique combination of length, speed, and newfound strength. But the transformation wasn't just physical. Giannis also overhauled his diet, recognizing the importance of fueling his body with the right nutrients. He cut out junk food and focused on eating clean, nutrient-dense meals. This included plenty of lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats. Mentally, Giannis made significant strides as well. He became a student of the game, spending hours studying film and picking the brains of his coaches and teammates. He worked on his basketball IQ, learning to read defenses, make the right pass, and make smart decisions on the court. Giannis also developed a killer instinct and a competitive drive that can only come from within. He had a hunger to be the best and to dominate every time he stepped on the court. This holistic approach to his development, improving his body, mind, and skills, is what propelled Giannis from a raw prospect to a dominant force in the NBA. He had transformed himself from the skinny kid from Sepolia to the Greek Freak, a nickname that would become synonymous with his incredible athleticism and unique skill set. The results of Giannis' hard work and dedication became undeniable during the 2018-19 season, his 6th year in the league. He put up staggering numbers, averaging 27.7 points, 12.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 1.5 blocks, and 1.3 steals per game. He led the Milwaukee Bucks to the best record in the league at 60-22. His dominance was rewarded with his first NBA MVP award, but he also was just getting started. Giannis followed up his MVP campaign with an equally impressive 2019-2020 season. He matched his statistical production from the previous year and once again led the Bucks to the top seed in the Eastern Conference. His unique blend of size, speed, strength, and skill made him unlike any player the NBA had ever seen. Giannis became only the 3rd player in NBA history after Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon to win both the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year awards in the same season. During these MVP years, Giannis showcased complete dominance on both ends of the floor. Offensively, he was a force of nature. His ability to handle the ball like a guard combined with his size and athleticism made him a nightmare for defenses. He could score from anywhere on the court, powerful dunks, acrobatic layups, and even an improved jump shot. His Euro step became one of the most lethal weapons in his offensive arsenal, often leaving multiple defenders in his wake as he glided to the basket. Defensively, Giannis was just as impactful. His unique physical tools allowed him to guard all 5 positions on the court. He could switch onto guards on the perimeter, using his length to disrupt their shots, and then recover to protect the rim against big men. Giannis became a master of the chase down block, using his incredible speed and leaping ability to catch opponents from behind on the fast break. He served as the anchor for one of the league's best defensive teams during these years. Despite all the individual accolades, Giannis remained focused on the ultimate goal of winning a championship. He had transformed the Bucks into perennial contenders, leading them to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2019. However, they fell short against the eventual champion Toronto Raptors. In 2020, the Bucks again had the best record in the NBA, but were surprisingly upset by the Miami Heat in the second round of the playoffs. These playoff disappointments only fueled Giannis' fire. He knew that to cement his legacy, he needed to lead his team to the promised land. The 2020-21 NBA season presented new challenges for Giannis and the Bucks. The COVID-19 pandemic disrupted the season, forcing teams to play in empty arenas for much of the year. Giannis also dealt with a nagging knee injury that sidelined him for a portion of the playoffs. But through it all, his resolve never wavered. In the Eastern Conference Finals against the Atlanta Hawks, Giannis suffered a scary hyperextension of his left knee that looked like a potential season ender. He missed the final 2 games of the series, but the Bucks managed to prevail without him, advancing to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1974. Giannis' status for the finals was in question, but he wasn't going to let an injury stop him from achieving his dream. After missing the first 2 games, he returned for Game 3 against the Phoenix Suns and delivered an all-time finals performance. 41 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists in a crucial win. He followed that up with back-to-back 40-plus point, 10-plus rebound efforts in games 4 and 5. Then, with the Bucks leading the series 3-2 and on the cusp of a title, Giannis delivered a performance for the ages in Game 6. He scored 50 points, grabbed 14 rebounds, and blocked 5 shots in a series-clinching win. The 50 points tied the record for the most in a closeout game in finals history. As the final buzzer sounded and confetti rained down, Giannis collapsed to the court in tears. He had done it. The skinny kid from Sepolia was now an NBA champion and finals MVP. And so, the journey continues for the Greek Freak. The skinny kid from Sepolia is now a global superstar, but he's never lost sight of what got him here. And as long as he keeps working, keeps striving, and keeps pushing himself to be better, there's no telling how far he'll go. Because if there's one thing we've learned from Giannis Antetokounmpo's incredible story, it's this: the only limits are the ones we place on ourselves. If Giannis's journey has inspired you, we're just getting started. We've got more incredible stories from the world of sports coming your way. Make sure you're part of our community by hitting that subscribe button below. Tap that bell icon to join our notification squad, and share your own transformation story in the comments below. What challenges have you overcome? What goals are you working toward? Until next time, thank you for watching.